So we're going to start with learning. We're just going to do the cervical traction portion. The table is already raised, and Teresa is putting the, what's it called? We'll call it the doohickey. Locking the doohickey into the machine. That was aggressive. But it's secure. Okay. So the table is up enough that you want, for cervical flexion, you want 25 degrees of cervical flexion. So this is about 25 degrees of cervical flexion. Then we have the patient, which is Craig, laid down. We put the strap over his face. We want it to be tight, but not uncomfortably so. Also, these little knobs on the side to hold his neck are going to be tight, but not uncomfortably so. So they're going to tell you when to stop. Okay. Good. Nice. Then we're going to, we're pushing this release rope
Make sure
button.
you hold on to it.
Holding on. Clicking it in. Holding the button again. And that tightens the rope and relieves the slack. Then Teresa's going to walk through how to set it up.
Okay. And we're going to edit, because we're going to do a slow one. We're going to do 2 minutes. Enter. Edit maximum.
Increase the pain. Okay, for the maximum is, what did we say?
10 to 12. No
10
more,
to 12.
or you could do 25, just don't do more than 50.
On cervical.
Yes. So we're going to do 15.
What was it, Craig? 10% of your body weight for a cervical?
And 10.
I think it's 10%, but
Because you can only do 5.
for Craig, we're going to do the maximum 15 and the minimum 10.
And then we're going to
And we're going to do
go.
it for 2 minutes, which I think makes it to 4.
Well, yeah, it'll be
Four
4
for the
minutes total, but.
Because we do 2 rounds.
And then press the L start
She's
button.
hitting start. Just down here, start button. And this is a really fancy machine. Sheila says that there won't be a lot of machines like this. With
Can
the
you
fancy
feel that
screen,
now?
there'll be knobs. So
yeah, I probably haven't done much of anything yet.
right now it's just climbing up the stairs, basically. When it gets to the top is when it's pulling its maximum weight. And that plateau is just when it holds that amount of weight. Then it'll drop back down to the 10, and then it'll go right back up to the 15 pounds, pulling him with the 15 pounds. And then it'll slowly de-escalate. What's that called? Decrease. You always want to make sure you ask your patient how they're feeling. Also, there's this button we should have given him, and if you don't do this on the practical, we'll fail. So, this is the emergency escape button. It basically allows them to feel comfortable and be able to stop the process at any moment if they get dizzy or nauseous or experience pain. How you feeling, Craig?
Feel pretty good.
Feeling pretty good. Feel a pull better than last time?
Yes.
I hope it doesn't hurt. For the lumbar, we can talk about the lumbar. It's a little bit different. We might be able to do a different video later. But he lays the other direction, and we strap some pads around him. That is 25% of your body weight as far as what we put in for the max. How it feeling, Craig?
Feel good.
Still good? You are about halfway through the hold on the first round here. It's holding at 15 pounds. What's this? What are these sprays?
When we do the E-stem, you just clean the skin.
These stools are not good for videotaping.
Wait till you see respiratory therapists. Like every
So lumbar spine, max is going to be 25% of the body weight, or 25% of your body weight up to 50% of the body weight. Never exceed the body weight when putting in the max pounds. Typically, people with nerve problems, they require just about 25 to 60 depending.
Good. That's what's coming. It was all the respiratory therapists.
Is this the static or?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Typically there are no.
Yeah, it says
therapists
static
who
on
smoke.
both of these.
Speech therapists, OTs, or PT.
So static is the prolonged one, which is why I doubled it.
To smoke.
It's used less frequently, so I don't know why we were using this one, but
What is?
the static traction. Usually 10 to 20 minutes on this.
I don't know.
pen.
It didn't ask me to change it. Is it doing anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pulling.
He feels depulled.
And I'm just asking because
How long do we have
obviously I
left?
can't.
Oh, we're still.
Like a little bit over a minute
Boop, boop.
from the up down. I think John's having a little bit too much fun with that chair.
You guys see this randomly in this video for our Facebook page, just so you know. We can talk.
I don't know if we're gonna have room in the closet for all of those massage tables.
We can make room.
Well,
Make like a shelf for.
I was thinking, you know, they can
Lumbar
sit.
spine also. Generally, you'll put
We could move
some of the,
that table out of
what are those
there
called?
and have it open
Bolsters.
storage and just
Bolsters under their knee, and
lumbar.
for lumbar. Yep. And then
Or
we
if
raise
they-
their
they
leg
want-
higher and higher, and that'll
could do
go
it for this
pull
one too,
up
though.
higher and higher up the spine.
Place it under there.
Yep.
That's probably.
So that's what you would do for lumbar spine. This is how you have it positioned. Obviously, his head isn't going to be in the cervical traction part. But this will pull on the lumbar spine, and then if we put higher bolsters up, the higher his legs are, the more his legs are in flexion, his hips are in flexion, the higher up the spine it will end up pulling. What else can we
Why
add?
were we 6? Why were we like 12?
We were 15. We were the fabulous 15.
Well, we videotaped it. I don't know. I don't know what goes on down in admissions.
How you feeling, Craig?
Before it gets started, the court says 26.
You gonna be
We only
famous.
had
I'm
15.
gonna be famous.
You gonna be famous.
Yeah.
And you always wanted to be famous?
I always wanted to be famous.
And they all finished.
We are
No.
just about coming down off of the second 15-pound hold. It will start dropping down all the way to 10.
Down to ours.
And then it will.
Right. Like
Release
the beginning
him.
part of it where they're
Great
like,
job. Say bye, Craig.
no.
Goodbye.
Bye.